Chapter 24 was worth the wait, as it is simply amazing. We begin with a flashback of Boruto's and Kawaki's conversation from Chapter 15, and what was left untold back then. Boruto told Kawaki to join his fight against Jura as soon as his limiters were removed, and right off the bat, we got the first interesting development. How did Boruto know this is the right course of action? Boruto went against everything Koji told him. A guy with the power to literally see all possible futures told him he'll die if he engages Jura. Yet Boruto's action, and betting on Kawaki, managed to create a future Koji didn't see. This can't just be a coincidence. There are higher powers at play here. It might have to do with Momoshiki's power to see the future, which is in a way similar to prescience. It might be Boruto has a sort of shinjutsu himself. It might be that Kawaki's new power can distort what prescience can see, or even a combination of all these possibilities. Whatever it is, it definitely isn't just a coincidence that escaped Koji's vision. So, we better get an explanation on that because I have a feeling this will be huge. What's even more, Boruto straight up tells Kawaki they can't defeat Jura and sets up a plan that will allow them to escape using Flying Raijin while Jura is distracted. And that's exactly what Kawaki does as chapter switches to the battle between the two. Kawaki is faring very well against Jura, even better than Boruto did perhaps. It might be that Kawaki with karma is now stronger than Boruto, but it could also just come down to choices they made during the battle, where Boruto's use of Uzuhiko left him heavily wounded and drained to no benefit. Anyhow, Kawaki's performance is great and a lot better than during his first encounter with Jura, while Boruto is struggling to get his karma under control. Though, he doesn't lose control as I thought he would. So, Momoshiki's long overdue appearance will have to wait some more. While Kawaki engages with Jura, Sumire and Amato are paying close attention. We finally get to see Amato again, the best animanga antagonist in the making, and he displays keen observation skills. While Jura seems heavily wounded, Amato immediately recognizes this isn't the last of him. And he's right as Jura pulls out his notebook mid-fight and engages in a conversation with Kawaki. This is where the next big plot development takes place. Jura attributes recent growth and power of Himawari, Sarada, and Kawaki to love. And he's right. This is one of the core themes Naruto franchise was always about. Everyone is stronger when they have someone to protect. I thought that Jura might reject love as a weakness, while the power of love will be the main tenet behind his demise, but I couldn't be more wrong. Jura seems to grasp the same. Love isn't just a weakness, but power, an evolution. This simple deduction is an amazing development for Jura, and I love how his character is shaping up. He asks Kawaki for his opinion, but Kawaki being Kawaki, he decides to blow him up instead. Well, Jura had no plans of dying, and he's more interested in holding a conversation and gaining new knowledge. Tree roots sprung from the ground and started to heal him. This seems like another big deviation of Jura compared to other Shinju. Other Shinju had to return to their unknown dimension to be healed by roots there, while Jura managed to achieve this where he was. This increases his regenerative power by a lot, but it also makes me wonder if there's a connection between him and the Shinju roots in their dimension that healed Hidari? I think so, and I have some theories about their dimension also, but I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comments. Anyhow, Jura continues the conversation with Kawaki and gets right to the point. Kawaki's main goal is to keep Naruto safe, and this is what he's doing. He correctly deducts that Naruto is alive. Not only was he instinctively drawn to him from the start, Kawaki's expression also confirms it. And we get more insight into why Jura is drawn to Naruto. It's due to bonds he shared with other Biju. Intrigued by love, new knowledge, and guided by instinct, Jura comes to conclusion that devouring Naruto might have him learn more about love. With that, we might also gain more insights on how Shinju chose their targets. They're drawn to each other by love, but not just romantic love, but love in multiple aspects. Romantic love, family love, and consuming their targets might lead to evolution in one way or another. Well, Kawaki isn't too fond of Jura's intent of devouring Naruto, so he goes on attack, but he's interrupted by Boruto, who's ready to teleport them away. Jura immediately reads him, but lets them go. Once again, his curiosity took priority over his instinct. Just before they leave, Kawaki exchanges some last words to Jura, followed by a death threat and an iconic middle finger. Boruto and Kawaki teleport to Mitsuki, Sarada, Konohamaru, and Delta, followed by a comedic panel to break the mood of the previous events. Now finally, after years, the whole Team 7 is back together, something I've been waiting for way too long. Team 7 has both Ryu and Matsuri Thorn Soul Bulbs, and rescuing their targets is likely what the next few chapters will explore, as also confirmed by panels of Koji's prescience in previous chapter. Before the end of the already fully packed chapter, we see the conversation between Koji and Ada, where Koji comments on Boruto's reckless action. Before dropping another bombshell, Mamushi will soon make his move on Ida, which means we might finally get some demon action. And as a last act before we get sent off, we see a conversation between Jura and Hidari that might best be described as brain rot. Jura's happily bragging to Hidari how Kawaki praised him, with Hidari once again displaying unparalleled comedic skills. Totally ick. What can I say? This chapter was amazing. It already started with a great cover and continued with amazing character and plot development. It was action-packed with well-placed comedic panels, all while beautifully setting up the story to keep us waiting for the next chapter. And this is exactly what I'm going to do, so I'll see you in the next one.